Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Today I want to get into BTS addressing maybe their last concert and why people believe that. I also wanted to get into V being shamed after being a little nude during the Busan concert thing, and I also wanted to get into some of these bed pics posted. So hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your dumpling, tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. BTS is preparing for their Busan concert and people are freaking out over this. The official concert has not started yet, so I was very confused to see so much footage online of the show and concert. Part of me thought this was stalker fans making their way into the stadium and secretly recording, but it seemed like these weren't just one or two people hiding in the shadows, but it seemed like the boys knew about some of the armies that were there, which makes me believe that perhaps watching them rehearse was a ticket that you could buy or something. I will get into a lot more of these concert moments and things most of us haven't gotten a chance to see, but I got you. Fast forward to before the rehearsals had even started and the members still had to make their way to Busan. They were posting a lot. RM posted a photo showing him brushing his teeth before rehearsal, showing him with his hair, and showing the stadium, getting everyone hyped for the show. J-Hope also posted about his journey to Busan and posted him packing, showing his luggage, and posted cutely. His luggage is none other than LV, we expect nothing less, and of course he looks so glamorous. J-Hope also posted at the stadium a video of Jimin frolicking and dancing to Rush Hour by J-Hope and Crush. After BTS wrapped up the rehearsal, J-Hope decided to send ARMY some goodnight pics, and J-Hope sent a few from his bed. It seemed like J-Hope had just gotten out of the shower and he was in his bed sending finger hearts to everyone. He gave a short message to let them know that he is likely looking forward to the Busan concert and asked ARMYs to also look forward to it. This definitely means there might be some stuff at this concert that will be different, and maybe he is excited to show off a new dance move or something like that. Especially since it's free, it seems like the whole world will be watching, and I am definitely wondering if they could have made a deal with Disney Plus or something to get the show streamed there, or maybe there's issues because they'd want exclusive rights to the concert and then it can't be streamed on Weverse for free or whatever. I have no idea. People were freaking out over the nighttime bed photos because they felt like it was super cute and it was so nice to get a bedtime wish from J-Hope. But this is what BTS does all the time. They definitely like to wish ARMY good morning and good night. When they said that ARMY is their girlfriend, they didn't seem to be kidding. Seems like ARMY will literally wake up to news of the concert and we will get to enjoy the set. Many people were definitely also very worried over this concert. Of course, the most talked about part of the concert was the budget issue. They were concerned that if there were multiple budget cuts, since the city wasn't paying for it, companies often like to make sure that they're not losing too much money and could cut here and there. The thing is, if a company would cut costs to profit the difference, they would do that regardless of if someone else was paying or not. Concerns of if security is going to be good, is the staff going to be well trained, and just over any concerns with an area that has over 100,000 people. Now, everyone still likes to save money, so in most cases, this would still be a concern. However, HYBE did reaffirm that cost was not something they made a priority for the show. They just wanted it to be a good show and safe and free. Now, since the concert is happening and is well on the way, the concern is no longer if the show will even happen or if it's even possible. The concern now has become, is this BTS's last concert? And I can see that being a concern. The military with BTS and the situation has just been reopened seemingly, closed, and then reopened again. And I think at this point, members are just assuming that they're going to go, but trying to prolong that a bit so they can still do stuff that they want to do. If you go online, you'll see debates on whether this military thing should happen for them. The debates for a lot of adults make a lot of sense to me. If you're someone who has traditional values and believes in this, I do not fault you for having your opinion and your input. That is exactly what a democracy is, and that's a good thing. However, it is believed the votes skew more towards BTS being exempt, and some of the other people who are voting against the exemption are simply people who aren't Korean and who don't care about Korean law. They just don't like BTS and they think that since their favorite idol had to go, that BTS has to go. So many alleged Blackpink fans that make the community look bad have sat there and written comments telling BTS to go to the military as if BTS enlisting involves them personally in any way. It is believed that BTS doesn't quite have a schedule planned for much after the Busan concert. They may have individual stuff that they are working on, but nothing as a group, which has led people to believe that the Busan concert might be BTS's last concert for a while. People are freaking out about this, but I see it a bit differently. Even if BTS wasn't enlisting, having them perform show after show when they are entering their 30s is not actually good for their health and could result in a severe burnout from them. Typically, burnout exists when you're putting in either more effort than before but getting even less results, and this can definitely happen with BTS if they end up tired and feeling like they're not doing a great job. Even if their career is going up, if they feel like they're not, that can be burnout. And burnout is one of the worst things an artist can get because it makes them not want to do the art anymore and give up. So having a huge change in pace, going to the military and doing that, will let them come back to the stage, miss it, and perform with more passion. And you'll be able to see that when they, of course, come back. Of course, all of this is under the premise that BTS doesn't have anything planned for the rest of the year as a group after the Busan concert, and we actually don't know if that's true or not. I don't think this will be BTS's last concert forever, but I do strongly believe yes for now. The concert will definitely be remembered and very iconic when we see the numbers tallied up and the amount of viewers that attended and streamed it. I have no doubt we will see some sort of record-breaking number. I hope Weverse can definitely handle the traffic that is coming in or has already come in, depending on when you watch this. During the rehearsal, people also freaked out over Taeyang's naked moment. Jungkook actually kind of went and unbuttoned Taeyang's shirt. Of course, this is something that they would do in rehearsal as they are super silly and they never take these things too seriously. Taeyang then took the opening of the shirt, pulled it down to show off his shoulders, collarbone, so his whole top part was revealed, and then he just rocked that for a minute or two before putting his shirt back up to normal. And then another member grabbed the shirt and pulled it even more to open to reveal Taeyang's nips. Oh my god, we got to see nips. It goes to show that the members themselves do not care about being shirtless or seen shirtless. This is completely something that the fandom made up, that the boys enjoy covering up or hate being shirtless. The fandom, of course, went feral over Taeyang shirtless. My entire Twitter feed was just people tweeting about this, and it was really so funny to me because it's just two shoulders, but literally everyone was just like he is naked. And I would like to say that people are joking, but it's often hard to tell if everyone is joking because people will send threats and attack over this, saying that it's stalkers who recorded it, that everyone needs to delete because it's a sensitive picture, and I really can't tell if they're joking or not, as this is something that is often said with other things. People who were calling Taeyang slutty, and this isn't entirely new, as when this new BTS era started, Taeyang posted mirror selfies shirtless. Everyone was saying that this was BTS's slutty era. People for many years have called Taeyang a slut, and he hasn't even been showing skin until more recently. It's just because he's attractive. There's many people who do not want him on stage, and of course, former death threats, talking about it, have all made some concerns. If Taeyang should even be at the show or banned for safety. One of the main reasons companies tend to try to censor K-pop idols' shirtless moments is because they want to protect the idol's image. If too many fans start to see the idol in a more sexual way, it can hurt the brand a bit and make people even more obsessive and believe that they now have sexual ownership of the idols too. Now, Taeyang is obviously fine and not in any sort of danger. These are just concerns that occur. I always hope these comments never reach him and he never takes them to heart. He obviously doesn't care because slutty comments have existed forever, and if it was something that bothered him, he'd never show himself with an open shirt or less clothes on. Also, being slutty is not really an insult, so I don't know why a lot of K-pop fans try to make it. It was bad enough to call this to girls and say these things, and instead of just making everyone equal by not calling anyone slutty, our solution was to call men this. But what do you think about all this? How do you feel about BTS's Busan concert, and what are your thoughts on it? Do you think this is the last one? And how do you feel about V being nude at a concert? And what do you think about J-Hope's pics posted in bed of him saying goodnight to everyone? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.